Hey guys, it's Gus, and I'm going to share with you some auction house trends I've noticed over the last 2 weeks. So, couple caveats. This is PS4. If you play on a different platform, everything may be different on your platform. But even though the economies are different, a lot of the trends still stay the same, from what I've noticed. And also, there's a new module coming in 8 days, Module 25 on March 28th. Historically, when new mods come out, everything changes depending on how good the mod is, because there could be a ton of returning players, and whatever the market's prices are now could completely change. Usually for the best if you're selling, because all these returning players, a lot of times they buy up the market. So, first thing we're going to cover are these demo gears. We just had Dungeon Delvers for almost 2 weeks because it got extended an extra week. And a lot of players were farming these demo gears. And these prices got down to the mid 400K range. Wow. They've gone up significantly in just the last 2 weeks. I would not recommend buying at this price for future resale. They could go up. They probably will go up, but they have to go up significantly for you to make a decent profit. What I would recommend is if you have the gears, I would probably recommend holding off and listing them after the new mod comes, because you'll probably get more AD for your time that you farmed demo for these gears. The next one is the cohorts. We just had in the Zen market the cohort sale bundle where you could get three cohorts for 2,000 Zen. But really, it was 1,600 Zen. So 533 Zen per cohort if you use your 20% off coupon. And I got a bunch of these. I got any that I saw at like 585 or less, I bought. Um, the thing with cohorts is historically when new mods come out, cohorts will go up. We don't know how many returning players there will be. There is something we do know though. There's a new weapon enchant coming out. It's called the lightning enchant. Unless it changes, it's gonna be badass for DPS classes. When I say badass, I'm talking like more than double the damage output than what we currently have. And there's a big difference between this lightning enchant and the current weapon enchants that we have, because the current enchants, if you notice, they're in the low 2 million range, 2.2 mil for the curse burn. There's a reason why these are so low. They're so low because you can buy the rank 4 enchant or the rank 4 weapon enchant pack for 1.6 million. And the reason why this is so cheap is because you can exchange all these rank 14 weapon enchants, weapon slash armor enchants. Uh, these ones right here, I can exchange buy this ancient negation for 1.4 and exchange it for a rank 4 weapon enchant. And I would also get a free the weapon illusion out of that. The reason why the lightning's going to change this is because you can't buy the rank 4 lightning uh, weapon enchant. You have to buy it at rank 1 and use cohorts to get it up to level 5. So you're going to need a cohort for rank 2, rank 3, rank 4, and rank 5. So they're going to take 4 cohorts. And basically, pretty much dang near every endgame DPS is going to be getting that lightning enchant, unless it changes. So that's going to be a ton of cohorts coming out. And I believe, I might be mistaken, but maybe the healers and tanks may have new enchants they're going to be using too. I can't speak on their behalf. But for the DPS, that lightning enchant is going to be so damn good. So cohorts are going to go be used up. What we don't know though is how many cohorts are in circulation. Nobody know. Well, the owners do, right? But us as players, we don't know how many cohorts are out there. I know multiple players with over 1,000 cohorts. They're sitting on a mountain of them, And if these start going up, they're all going to start selling. And we don't know what their selling point is. They might be waiting until they hit 700K before they sell, or 800K before they sell if they ever go to 800K. We don't know how many people bought these cohorts during the Zen market sale and didn't list them for 80, but are saving them for them to go up for potential profits. Um, if what I would recommend is not buying these at 616 for reinvestment, because it's such a risky proposition to do that. They're probably going to go up. They don't go too much lower than 616, so you don't really lose anything. But if you buy it at this price, they have to go up to almost 700K for you to break even. That's a big gamble for a low gain. But if you do want to upgrade your weapon enchants or the new dual slot enchants, if you wait to get your cohorts, they're going to cost more AD. This is as low as it's going to get. And these just got listed. Really, they're at 630 right now, 635, 640, 645, and then the next page is 650. So they could go up quite fast. Be careful. You might want to get these now more so than later. The next one I got is, so we're gonna be, what, there's one thing that will go up 100% for sure during the new mod. It's their consumables. Every consumable that you'll be using in the new trial will go up, because this new trial, people are going to spend tens slash hundreds of hours in there, spending all day, every day. It is going to look like, it's looking like one of the most punishing trials we've ever had. And some people are looking forward to that, some people aren't. But what we do know is people are going to be using consumables like crazy. Everything that we use in that dungeon will go up. Life scrolls will probably go up. Oh, server not responding. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm having enchantments. My bad. So life scrolls, I wouldn't get the blue ones. I would not recommend getting the blue ones. Just the green ones. Look at 3K each. That's a pretty good price. If you wait until the trial, and these could go up significantly to at least 4,000, even higher. So if you don't have a stash of life scrolls, you might want to stock up now. But everything else is going to go up. These stones of health, we'll go through one of those. Like, are they? Oh, we'll go through one of these like every. I'm gonna buy these. I need them for myself. I'm not buying these for resale. 22K is just so low. These could easily go to 40K, 50K. So every one of these I'm buying, I'm saving myself. Uh, just like MTOS. If you were day one MTOS and you farmed it, you know how fast you go through these. So there's a bunch at 22K. These could easily go double in price when the new mod comes out. But it's just not life scrolls and the health stones. It's even the flask of potency is around 10K a stack. I wouldn't be surprised. Don't be surprised if these go to 25K a stack. They're very easy to make, very cheap, but most people don't make them. They just go buy them in the auction house because it's easier to buy them than it is to make them for a lot of people. And they'll go, every time you die, you're using one of these. That's how fast you're going to go through these. Um, the elixirs, they're pretty low right now. They're like 180 a stack for like Sun Lords. Oh, wait. So we'll go Lord. So these are 173 a stack. These could easily go to 300K during the new trial. And then, event food like squash soup. We do know these can go much higher because they did when MTOS was in its heyday. They're down to 380 a stack, but groups will go through these like candy. So if you don't have your consumables like your event foods, your elixirs, your flasks, your hellstones, and your life scrolls, you might be a good idea for you to stock up now if you plan on doing this new trial. Also, we're getting a new lockbox most likely in 8 days. And when the new lockboxes come out, if this new lockbox follows the trend of like the previous year plus of lockboxes, there's going to be some common drops in here. For example, um, mount collars. I can't believe these got up to 30K, 28. So 30K for Epic and Sig collar. If this lockbox has them, they'll probably go down to like 10K. That's what they've been doing it all the previous lockboxes anyways. So if you have these, you might want to offload these now before they go down. If you don't have them and you want them, wait 8 days, they'll plummet. And then we also know the 72 slot bag will probably be in there, and they're at 215. If you need AD and you have bags, I would try to get rid of the bags now. If you need bags, I wouldn't buy the bags. I would wait until the new lockbox comes out because they'll generally drop. And then as well as the overloads like Rage of Flames and Devil's Precision. 133 and Devils is 110. That's weird. Why is that one lower than Rage? Anyways, uh, every DPS is going to be using overloads in this new trial. You can't afford not to use them because there's so much extra damage. So if you need these, they'll probably drop very soon. But that could be counterbalanced with the demand because there's no reason to use them. There's really no content we really need them for, so players may not be using them now. So they might already have a pile of them, but they could go through them. So who knows if these are going to go up or down? The supply is going to go up, but the demand may go higher than the supply. Oh god, this is going to be crazy. These new mods, these are exciting times if you're doing anything with the auction house. So check this out. Um, Mount packs. When these were on sale just 2 weeks ago, these got down to 400K. They're already up to 480K. So congrats to anybody who bought these and has been holding on to them. Uh, they've already gone up 20% in 2 weeks. Uh, you might want to keep your eyes on these. Here's why. If you go to insignias, the lowest one, okay, this one just got listed. This just got listed. But as of yesterday, there was none for less than 1 million anywhere, which is very unusual because the initiatives, the fortitudes, the prosperities, not really so much the brutalities, they were down to around 850 at their lowest. And I don't know if somebody came through and just bought all the cheap ones for reselling later. Hopefully, if so, I hope your gamble pays off. But that's a huge risk. And I think I know why they're doing it because they've hinted that there's going to be 4 insignia slotted mounts coming. If that's the case, everybody who's running full mythics is going to need another mythic. And times that times the number of players in the game who are in that level, that's how many more mythic insignias are going to be needed, plus the demand from all the new players coming back. These could go up. Uh, this might be a good time to buy them. I would actually expect it for these to go up. Um, it depends really how many of those mounts they introduce. If there's only one mount for the next 3 months that has the one extra slot, demand may not go up. But if there's a bunch of mounts in succession, these could dry up really quick. Then again, I did talk to a player the other day who has 260 of these, so there's some big fish out there, and they're just salivating, waiting for the market to react so they can offload. Um, these are too risky right now. I would recommend if you do need them, this might be a good time to get them because they could easily go up. I would not buy these and hope they go up. It's just your profit margins are just too small. Because if you buy at this price and they stay the same price and you sell it, then you lose 10%. This is also the most risky thing right now. Um, these mount collars, right? They're not needed for anything. These mythic collars, they're not needed at all. This trial is crazy. If anybody's watched the footage, thank you to all the preview players who streamed this new trial. It is no joke. And they just released patch notes. They made the trial even harder than what we saw them doing on preview. They increased the hit points and they increased the effects of the enemy's artifact on us, um, as well as the debuff that they get put on us. This is gonna be no joke. And the thing with these mythic colors is they're a horrible use of AD, right? Because if you go from 5 legendary colors to 5 mythic colors, you get a whopping 1,000 item level increase, which is you're paying 50 mil, 60 mil for 1,000 item level. That's ridiculous. Uh, and 1,000 item level, I believe, is 10,000 more hit points. So they increase your base damage a little bit. They increase your survivability a little bit. But this trial looks that hard where I think there might be players that might be compelled to get these mythic collars. Now the problem is this price is scary because we have the Reaper store, and I'll go there. Well, I'll walk while I'm talking. The Reaper store has been out for quite. Has been out for over a year now, and there's people who've been doing Reaper every single day. I've done them pretty much every day, but I'm gonna just show you. And I've used a bunch of them. I used 30 of them on my tank. I call it a tank. I wouldn't call it a tank. Uh, and I made a mythic collar one time, so I used 100 there. But I mean, I still got 250, so could make a couple mythic collars now. There's probably a lot of people who could make mythic collars using their Reaper marks. So, um, you can make them much cheaper than what you can buy them for, assuming you've been steadily playing the game. I don't know what to make on those. I do think there's a chance the demand will go up. Again, I would not recommend buying them at this price, hoping they go up, because I have been burnt on almost every single collar I have bought. I tried. I was like, that price is too good. I'll be able to make a profit, and it didn't. Uh, what I would kind of recommend is if you have them, maybe consider holding off selling them because they could go up. Uh, I do know just this week I've gotten rid of 2 of them. From one sold, and actually both of them were traded. People have been looking for these, and I think it's in anticipation of the new trial. And I don't know what's going on with these. When I made these notes yesterday, I couldn't record yesterday. These were up to 1.6 mil, but or 1.7 mil. But since then, the price has gone down. These players listed them for 1.3. But these were 1 million, and they went up to 1.7 million very quickly. And I know companions fluctuate. They're going crazy right now. Companions are just out of control. When they mentioned, you know, I wouldn't say a rework, but it is a rework. Everybody's drooling because if they make all the companions do roughly the same damage, but there's one companion that does a 0.5% more, the number of players that are going to buy that are going to skyrocket. And maybe players bought this elite pack in anticipation of maybe one of them being the next best thing. Who knows? Zuna could be great again. Zuna compared to Regis has a smaller cooldown, but Zuna has a bigger radius. And if they make them both do the same damage, Zuna may be sought after. Who knows? I have no idea. I like Regis. I'll stick with him if he remains viable, but if Zuna becomes more viable, I'll go back to Zuna. And Zuna is incredibly hard to get in this game. Incredibly hard. Very super rare drop. I've done probably close to 2,000. Wasted so much time doing nearly 2,000 of the darn insurgencies trying to get Jumas. I've never got the Zuna to drop. I know others have, but I haven't. And I had one Zuna drop in my 6-year Neverwinter career. It was from a Tom, actually. People are like, what? Uh, so keep your eye on these packs. I would not list these for 1.3 mil. I wouldn't. I think you're losing AD right there. Because these just came out in the Zen market, so chances are they won't be in the Zen market for, a while, probably a couple more months. They could, but chances are they won't. Okay, but they went from the reason I listed them in this video is they went from a million to 1.7 million overnight. Speaking of companions, I don't even. There's too many to list. Companions went crazy. The Chosen Tiger. I mean, I almost wanted to call somebody out in my alliance who was selling these for 3 million. These went the cheapest one in the auction house at one point was over 3 million. These actually do good damage. Um, the thing is, if these possibly could be the next companion, we don't know. If if Aragon does a test, or Northside does a test, or anybody does a test and they go, this is definitive, the strongest companion in the game, that will be the most sought after companion in the game. And it's not just the Cholton Tiger. There's so many others that went up in price. The Cholton Tiger actually does decent damage. Uh, but it wasn't just. But it's. I wanted to mention it because it was 3 million, and yeah, this one. Yeah, they were there, and I think people are like, okay, these aren't selling. But there was other ones. This honey badger. This has always been a great companion. It's just too situational. And look at. I think I sold a whole bunch for like 400,000. Uh, very recently, because I'm like, because if these turn out to be doo doo, they're going to be almost worthless. So, uh, you can, if you think they might be good, buy one. If you don't have one, if I wouldn't buy these at these hoping they go up though, because the thing about these is, if they're 3 million, very few people are going to pay 3 million for them. The reason why is, if you go to companions, you go to Honey Badger, there's a Honey Badger in the store. And if you buy this, it's an account wide unlock. And if you buy the one in the auction house, albeit you wouldn't be spending Zen, it's only a single time use. And I believe it's 1,500 Zen without a coupon. So it'd be 1,200 Zen with a 20% off coupon. I think there's 30% off coupons for companions. So they'd be 1,000 Zen. Uh, uh, they're just so speculative. But it's not just the honey badger. It's just not the Cholton tiger. Uh, there's the black death scorpion, and I don't know what's going on with this. 2.6 million. My goodness. You might. The only place I ever see this used is in Tiamat. And the reason why it's in Tiamat is because the boss is on the outside of the map. So it's harder to get combat advantage on it. But the pseudo dragon gives us combat advantage in there. Just not as quite as uptime as the Black Death Scorpion. But that's the only viable place in this game I've seen people use it. I've seen some people use it on the last boss in MTOS. I'm mistaken. I've seen them use it on that because that boss jumps around so much that sometimes you do lose combat advantage. But to spend 2.6 million for a little bit more combat advantage on two different dungeons out of all the dungeons in the game just seems so crazy. I know a lot of end game supports though. When I say supports, I'm talking about tanks and healers who will run these, and they won't run them. They just like to have them in their inventory just in case the hoster asks for them. But when I watch this new trial, I'm looking. I'm like, where would you use the Black Death Scorpion in this new trial? I don't know. Um, 2.6 is a lot, but if you really want it, okay. It is a rare companion. Um, you can also get it from the redeemed pack, and these are whoa, 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 2 million. Faker, this guy, he resells like crazy. So that's actually less than 2 million. So if anybody wants to gamble, they could buy these six and resell them. I'm not going to. But you see the redeemed packs are a lot of times the packs are cheaper than the companion because a lot of people don't know about the pack, but the market's figured it out because the packs are as much as the companion. Um, the next one. Uh, so quite some time ago, I mentioned when these were in the auction house or in the Zen market, I mentioned that these are too risky, that I'm not investing in them. And I'm getting there, I'm getting there, I'm getting there, I'm getting there. These ones right here. They're up to almost 2 million. They were down to 1.6 mil when I made the video. So if you bought it at 1.6 and if you sold it at 1979, which we don't know if they're selling at that price, you'd make about a 200k profit. So invest 1.6 million, wait 2 months for a 200k potential profit. Um, if you're selling these, I would wait because I think the companions in here will be sought after again. The Spine Devil will be used in the new trial. The Neverwinter Knight will be used by almost every single DPS. The Tutor will be used by almost uh, every group will have a tutor probably. The Minsk will probably be in every group. So these actually might go up unless they bring it back. And when you go here to the companions and you go to Minsk, um, there's the non-account wide that's a mil, and then there's the account one for 2.4 mil. So that pack is much better than that. And then there's the Neverwinter. We'll go night. Wait, wrong letter. Then we'll go to Neverwinter Die. 2.2 mil. Again, the packs are 2 mil. And then the Spine Devil. So if you need any of these companions and you want them right now, those packs are much cheaper. Spine Devil account 2.2 mil. So those, shit, I might just buy those packs now. Ooh, that's hard. What was there was another one in there. The Spine Devil, the Neverwinter Knight, the Minsk. I think there was one more. But if you want those companions, those packs, they're probably going to go up. I would get those packs now. It actually might be a safe investment as well, to be honest. The thing is this trial is going to be so hard. I think it's going to take a while for groups to be farming it. And if that's the case, most players will probably be running one class. You know, they probably won't be doing 10 runs on their or their weekly cap of 20 on their barbarian and then going 20 on their cap on their TR and then 20 on their CW. We're probably not going to be at that stage for quite some time. So these if you do want these companions, obviously you're going to want to buy that pack. Those packs they're probably going to go up, I'm guessing. Uh, oh, this is so coincidental. So when we go to companions and we go down here to these golden companions, just the morning of Tuesday or Thursday when the mythic packs came out, I sold two of these for 7 million. And I was chatting with somebody when they sold, and this player happens to be very in-game wealthy, and they were telling me they're like they could go up. I'm like, the second they bring the magnificent pack out, they're gonna go down again. And lo and behold, it came out. And the problem is, thank you, Aragon. I never caught this. Is if you look at the new magnificent pack, well, let's go to consumables. If you look at the new magnificent packs, if you look in the prizes, the magnificent pack is not in there. It's only a guaranteed reward when you get 250, which is crazy that it's not in there. Because you look at, we'll try to find the older ones because you have to actually look through them and come on, where's the old ones? We'll get there in just a sec. There's always somebody selling them for like 80K. Oh, let me just go. Okay, there we go. If you look at this one, you can get the mythic pack. You could technically get one on your first drop if you're insanely lucky. But those magnificent packs now, you have to open 250 to get one now. So these companions may not go down. And if you go to the mount packs that have them, there's two of them, guys. There's two of them. Be very careful. There's the Magnificent Resurgence Legendary Pack. This one is 3.2 million. Do not get that one because that does not have the mythic companions in there. You want to get the Magnificent Mythic Pack. 5 million? Shit, that's such a good gamble. Oh my god, I would buy it. I do have 5 million. Yeah, I'm buying that. So these are very much rarer than what they used to be. But these ones, the magnificently mythic ones, have the legendary golden camps, not the magnificent resurgence. So keep your eye on these. If any drops below 5 million, I'll buy them. I have more AD on other tunes, so I'm buying those. 5 million was my point because I only have to list it for 5.6 million in its sell to break even, and I do think those mythic companions could go over 6 million. Next one. Oh, okay. Last thing on companions, I believe. So this lockbox also drops this magnificent companion pack. Thursday, before the magnificent box came out, these were 1.8 million. They dropped they've dropped close to almost half. Not quite half, but almost half since it came out. And this has a number of companions in here that do sell for a lot. Specifically the polar bear, not so much the tame velociraptor, the stalwart lion, not so much the pseudo dragon either. Those have gone down considerably. I think they're in the trade bar and the Reaper store. But this pack has two big companions in it. It has the polar bear, which is 1.6 million right now, and it has the stalwart lion. This 1.26, this 1.1 million AD price tag is a pretty good entry point. In the past, when they opened up these magnificents, I would buy them if any of them I saw under 900,000. So if they were 8,999, I would buy them, or if they were 950, I'd buy them too. And they've always done very well for me. So this is interesting. This I'm gonna explain a gamble I've been making. So if you go to these legendary shards, I have, I think, over 800 of these. I've been buying them, and I was buying them at 60K, and I said, "What am I doing?" And then I was buying them at 55K, and I said, "What am I doing?" And then I was only buying them at 50K, and I was getting these all the time at 50K. That stopped. They're very rarely listed under 6K anymore, or 60K anymore for the last week. Uh, I'm wondering if people are saving these in anticipation of making callers. If I got these for 50K, 100 of them would be 5 million. You could make a mythic collar for much cheaper than you can buy the mythic collar for, especially at a 50K price tag for greater shards. I don't know if these are, or maybe the price is kind of going up on these because less people are, it's a slow time in the game right now and less people are running dungeons. I have no idea. But I'm very glad I bought those because there's a good chance, like I was saying, these mythic colors might be sought after. So if you can see greater shards in the auction house for, you know, on PS4, 50K, 52K or less, it may very low risk gamble. Those are the kind of gambles you want to make that are low risk. Or if you put 52K, if you even sell it for this price right here, what they're selling for 58K, you break even. You're not losing any AD. So it's a low risk, possibly high reward. Because this looks like a lot. There's 400 in the auction house. There's 400 listings. But what happens when somebody makes a caller? They don't buy one of these. They don't buy two. They buy this page, 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 this page. They buy the first 100. Now look what the price is up. Oh, we're only on page 66. So now you got 90, and now they're 70K. The prices on these can go up almost instantly. And if people are trying to get 5 mythic collars, just imagine how fast these could go up. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm right because I got a ton of them. And then, so as you know, Gond is coming out, right? Gond is coming out very soon. And gold has already gone up just over 10% already. It's at 222. But if you notice, these were just listed. I don't know if this will go up during the Gone event. I was telling somebody I may not do the Gone event this year. I might be still in that trial. Because I don't want to be getting to phase 6 or 7 and just stop for a week. If we're almost there, I'm going to keep going. And the trial to me is more important than AD. I can't say that's the same for everybody else, but that's me. So I may not do the Gond. And if there's other people like me who are sitting on a mountain of gold prepared for the Gond, but we don't do the Gond, we're probably going to offload our gold. So I don't know what this is going to do. I'm just happy with this 10% increase, to be honest, because I have, if you watched in my previous videos, I have quite a bit of gold. So I'm very happy with this, but I wouldn't be surprised if this gets up even closer to 300K. That Gond is just too good. You guys saw I opened 999 of them and I got 17 coal wards, 1255 pres wards. Next thing on the list, Epic. Oh, I already covered the Epic Companion Choice Pack. So discuss. Oh, so if you're in the auction house and you look up pack and miscellaneous, there's three different legendary companion packs. There's three of them. You got to be very careful because people buy different ones. So we're gonna go class. Oh, no, we can't do that. We'll do companion. This word will be in all three of them. Let's get rid of these phylacteries. Companion. So there's three different legendary companion packs in here. There's the legendary class companion choice pack. This one has one companion. It's an account-wide legendary companion. And if you want, let's say, a dedicated squire, if we come up here to companions and type in dedicated squire, dedicated, and go to mythic, it's 1.1 million. So you're better off getting it from here at under a million. But I want to discuss these companions, these packs, because there's three different ones, and people have messed up. And if I see it, I'm buying it. So there's this first one, legendary class companion choice pack. And then there's the companion choice pack. You notice it doesn't say legendary class, it just says companion choice pack. And these are 3 million right now, which makes me very happy because I have about 20 of these packs I bought for 1.5 mil or less. So I'm very happy with this price. I just need to start selling. This one comes with two account wide companions, legendary, not one. So this pack you can get the face spider, the gorilla, the alberca, the quasit, the wattler, the war dog, and the priestess of Sunni. So there's this one, but then there's one more, and this one has been mislisted multiple times, and there might not be any left in the auction house. It's gonna have the same name as the companion choice pack. That's why people mess it up. Ah, there we go. Companion choice. Keep going down. It's this one. If you notice, it's 10 million AD. But it's got the same name as this. You can't differentiate the two unless you look at the contents. This one has an account-wide Batiri, an account-wide Tame Raptor, an account-wide Green Slime, an account-wide Alpha Copy, and it gives you two of them. So if you're looking for any of these companions, before you buy them, in the companion, look under miscellaneous in these packs. If you're selling these packs, be very careful how you list them, because if you list this companion choice pack at the 3 million price of this one, you just lost out on like 6, 7 million AD, and people are messing up. Don't do it. Um, if you look at the calendar, there's an event coming up. This is the very first event I did when I started Neverwinter. I thought this was the game. I didn't even know what an event was. I just remember going in there and going, "Oh, this game's kind of weird." It's the Day of the Dungeon Master. It's coming the first week of May. And the thing about this Day of the Dungeon Master is it used to be a super super sought after event, and then it disappeared. And they recently brought it back as an appointment event. And the event kind of sizzled out. It seemed like it got gutted, and there was literally somebody found a reason, please comment below. But it looked like they took every reason to farm this event from the game. It looked like you just want to do your daily appointment quest so you can get your marks. But it looks like it lost all farming potential. Like, used to be in this event, you would spend all 3 weeks in this event. Nowhere else in the game because the event was such a farmable event. Those days are long gone. Maybe they'll fix it and bring it back its glory. But you might want to pay attention because there's this companion called Wattler. And this companion has a very unique equip bonus where it gives 10% damage in the Day of the Dungeon Master maps. And if you're going to do this event, you know, every day for 3 straight weeks, 10% damage is pretty significant. And this companion is dirt cheap, 18,000 because it's scaled, so you don't really doesn't matter really what its quality is. I mean, it could, but not really, because I don't believe that 10% changes based on its quality. Let's find a purple one. Yeah, it's still 10%. Actually, it might be saying 10% because I have one. Let me see what mine is. It's hard to tell. Is it Wattler? And let's see if I can do Watler here. So we're going to go Watler. So mine's at purple and it's 10%. I don't know if it goes 7.5% deflect. Wait, is that mythic? Shit. I can't, oh yeah, it is mythic. So mine is mythic. So I can't tell if it goes less if it's at green because the auction house reflects what you currently have it at. But you might want to pay attention to that Waller just for that event. I do know in the past people have bought them all up and the prices spiked and then they're stuck with 50 of them because nobody bought them. But if you're gonna be doing this event, I mean, 20K for a 3 week event is might be a good investment. I don't know though. At blue quality might only be a 5% damage gain. I can't tell. Next on the list is Double Professions is right around the corner again. I can't believe, well, I can believe, but they put this event. It just ended a week ago or 2 weeks ago. We got Double Professions coming very soon, next week, right? Like 10 days. This this event is so profitable. But the problem is I don't think the people who farmed the previous event that just ended have sold all their stuff, and it's kind of making sense because the prices now are lower. The big ones are Dryad hair. I mean, look at Dryad hairs, 3,500 each. These were 5K, I think, in the 5K range. And then we got the Dryad hair, and then we have the Weeping Willow Tears, which is another one of the big ones. And this is down to just over 2K each, 20 less than 2,500 each. Yeah, that's a significant drop. So if these are still floating around the market, and then if you farm the next Double Professions event again, you may not be able to offload your stuff unless you sell it for a really low price. And then you got to ask yourself, is all this farming worth this much I'm selling it for? I don't know. Uh, Because I know I'm sitting on a mountain of them. And I think the master crafters who buy this stuff may be sitting on a mountain of them as well. So they may not need more for quite some time. I'm purely speculating, but there might be more in demand because these are used for MC weapons. And the thing is the only time they'll need more of this is once they exhaust the master crafters exhaust their supply that they currently have from making masterwork weapons. So in order to do that, they have to sell all the masterwork weapons they currently have. I just don't know if these prices are going to go up, especially with the new event coming. They might be going down. Something to watch if you're considering farming that event. A little bit of bad news. Last time I did this, an auction house video, our backlog was down to 24 mil. And look at 25.4 mil. It's gone up 1.4 mil since the last time I did this. Ugh. Ugh. Nobody wants to see that. But it, unfortunate, happens. You got to be positive though if you're on PC, if you're on PS4, because you can always look at the bright side and hunt the good stuff and say, well, at least our backlog isn't as bad as PC. I did hear they got under 7 months though. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but good on them. So 600 item level artifacts are mostly out. 1,200 item level artifacts are mostly in. Just because you get 1,800 more item level, and that's 18,000 more hit points. Uh, for unscaled trial or unscaled content. If you start looking at auction house at all these mythic enchants or artifacts, I'm gonna keep going until I see an 1,200 item level artifact that's mythic. There's one, the Neverwinter standard, 9 million. Well, there's a couple reasons why it's only 9 million. It's because it's not pure offense or pure defense, and there's a nearly unlimited supply of these. But let's keep going. They're still the Neverwinter standard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Jewel of the North. Again, this is one of those unlimited supplied artifacts for anybody who got the battle pass. Keep going. Oh, there we go. Tentacle Rod is a 1,200 item level artifact. This is a pain in the ass because you don't really farm it, right? You could do an M toss if you got a farm group in 20 minutes, but still, that 20 minutes is not realistic to expect that every time. So you could do three of these an hour and spend 20k rerolls on each chest, so 40k a run. In an hour, you might spend 120k rerolls and still not get one of these tentacle rods. These are very hard to farm. They just don't appear to be super sought after. But here's why I'm bringing this up: the Assassin's Dice, the Tentacle Rod, the Draconic um, Essence, which really is not farmable. You can kind of technically farm it. You just can't expect that to ever happen. And again, that's not triple offense or triple defense. If you see what I'm getting at is the 1200 item level artifacts are very expensive. And we've already, the market's already adjusted on PS4. I think I saw a PC screenshot 2 days ago, and they were much lower. But here's what I'm getting. There's the dice artifact right here. Look at the lowest one is 102,000 AD. These were 30k AD when everybody was mass farming North Dark, doing the chain farms for heroic encounters. This price should encourage you right now. If you need AD, you can go do RAQs, RTQs, get 100k rough AD in around an hour if you're lucky, or you can go do this and get stuff that sells for 100k AD plus all the other stuff that doesn't involve dying or wasting scrolls of lives or possible failed runs. Uh, and I actually think these may go up, possibly. The reason being is when the new trial comes out, North Dark is going to be an empty tombstone. We see that already if you Dragonbone Veil. And I'm going to open some heroics. I did a bunch just to show in anticipation of this over the last couple weeks. Let me get rid of this junk first. I don't know how many of these I got. I'm going to get to North Dark. Okay, there's some. There we go. Okay, so the first one is Assassin's Belt. Whoop whoop. So we've already got that's 30k or so. These are from doing the oh these now we're in the North Dark HEs, and I've done every those sell for like 2k, big deal. Those sell for like 2k, big deal. Um, Shit, I wish I would have kept track. Those sell for like 2k, big deal. But those heroic farms, you can start getting those done really fast, like one every 2 minutes or even less. The worms take a while, but the dragons and the other ones go by really fast. I was hoping to get a dice. We did get one of the dice set, but not the actual artifact. But if I open a bunch of these and don't get one dice, you'll see the drop rate might be kind of low. And if the drop rate's low, these artifacts may disappear. Okay. Okay. None. I don't know. Did more than I thought. I'm not saying I was AFK during most of these, though I could have been. Um, okay, so I opened around 50, 40, 50 of them, and I didn't get a single dice. So even though you can farm those, the dice are pretty rare drop. And these are going to be sought after. I wouldn't be a bit surprised when these were under 40k and now they're over 100k. They could actually keep going up. But look how many of them there are. In order for them to go up, the market's got to get through 57 green ones of these. And it's probably a safe assumption there'll be more than 57 returning players. Shit. You know what I'm going to do? I got to. I won't buy them all. I just need some. Hopefully I got some AD in my. Yeah, let's get some AD out of here. I want to buy some of these. Withdraw. And yeah, I'm going to buy some of these dice. I think this is a very safe, risk-free bet. They can go down. We know they can go below 40k, right? But I mean, I just did like 50 of them and I didn't get one dice. I don't see people down there farming when this new zone comes out. So I think it's a safe bet. Shit, maybe they're 100k because somebody bought them all at 40k. And they're probably laughing at me right now. Go and send me a PM in game. Laugh at me. A couple of you who might I could think of who've already done that, who are watching this, would probably you can laugh at me. I'll take it. I'll take the joke. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a few of these. I think this is a fairly safe. Yeah, they could go down, but these could go way up. 1200 item level artifacts. Remember, these are power and accuracy. And people say I'm capped on power. Well, uncap your power. Oh, sorry, this is taking so long. It keeps timing out when I'm trying to buy them. I don't know why. Let's go and just get a few more of these dice. Okay. So Gus practice what he preaches, right? Um, I think these are a safe bet. That's why I'm buying them. But again, like gambling, if they don't pay off, I'm okay with that. As long as most of my bets do pay off. Zen backlog, 1200 level artifacts. So the next one are astral lockboxes. These are going up. Oh shit. These are going up very nicely. Holy shit. So I usually sell them in 10, which put these at 760. Woo! Seven, that's great. Now we're looking at like nearly a 15% profit out of these. And here's the good thing. The new mod hasn't even come out. So if you're selling Astro Lock boxes, holy shit. These I would not be one bit surprised if these go up to 80K each or more. I do know I have a bunch. I do know of a player who has 17,000 of them right now. And if you look at the calendar, there is still no. If you look in the calendar, there's no double trade bar sale coming up at all. So, will people still open them for the new mod? Yes, they will, because it's still the cheapest way to get companion tokens by opening those. Man, that was such a good bet. Congrats to anybody who got those. And then this is an enigma. Holy shit. The Dritz. The Dritz companion. They gave these away. Every single Neverwinter player on all three platforms, they gave a Dritz to. I believe it was around Christmas time, so like 2 months ago. And I have a bunch of these. I showed in a previous video. I got like 15 or 20 of them. I'm like, I said the F word. I was like, you gotta be shitting me, right? Because these were a Zen Market exclusive. And then they just gave them away. They've actually gone up. They're 2 million each now. This is a great companion. Every team in 5-man content and 10-man comment content benefits from this Dritz. It gives everybody, if I'm not mistaken, a 3% multiplicative buff. It's really good companion, support companion. And if the supports don't have it, I run it. I run it to buff everybody else. I don't give a shit. The group's going to have one. If I'm running in that group, they're going to have a Dritz. And then look how much the price starts going up. So this might be a safe bet at this price. The reason why it's risky though is you never know when they're going to bring those companions back to the Zen market. I don't think they were up to here too long ago though. But if you've got those Drits and you were worried like me that you lost all your investment, well, lo and behold. And then the last one I want to show you is the Dragon Cult Choice Pack. So there's a really good artifact in this game, amazing actually, and it's called the Dragon Bone Blades. It's a 1200 item level artifact, and it's a debuff, and it gives a huge. It's a debuff, and it gives it, and it's a damage mitigation, and it increases your damage significantly, and it's account wide. So once you get this artifact, it's open on all your characters, and a lot of people figure out if you have this artifact and you're leveling new tunes, these insta kill most bosses in the leveling process. It's such a good artifact. But look what's happened to the price. I got a bunch of them back when they were 750K, and it's called I think it's called Dragon. Is it called the Dragon Bone? Yeah. So 2.6 million. So what I'm letting you know is if you're buying these, don't pay the 2.6 million for it. Go up to mounts and type in Colt. You're gonna come up here and you're gonna type in Colt, type in Mythic, and notice these are 2.64 million. If you come here, they're under 2.3 million, because this contains that artifact set. So be be careful when you buy those artifacts, because a lot of players want them. And I just can't believe these are 3 million. Anybody who's stocked up on these, congratulations. I gave a bunch away in our alliance. So I didn't make any profit off of that 750K investment. But if I would have, I probably got like six left. But it's such a huge profit. Wait a second. There's only one left for 2.2 mil. The next one's 2. I gotta do it. It'd be crazy if I didn't buy it. Keep your eyes posted on here. Well, that's what I got. I had 19 or 20 topics on the auction house. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.